having time. For an angel, he's a waste of time. There's a man that you want to avoid, 'cause if you don't, you'll be destroyed. Pull the wool right over your eyes, leave you holding, catch a surprise. Open eyes real wide, don't see with your eyes. Need a simple prize. His Lord is master of every worldly vice. It's a gold heart prize. That is what a custom is. He's no time trouble. Your money's never coming back.
That boy's a menace. He pulled my daughter's hair.
And Mr. Phineas, he stole 2 cinnamon rolls I had set out on my windowsill.
Cinnamon, you say?
And he took the edge of my skirt and
He did what, Mrs. Forster?
he whooped it in the air, exposing my undergarments to the gentlemen in the saloon. And they thought I did it on purpose.
Why is it that I'm always at the wrong place at the wrong time?
Mr. Phineas,
Well, I'm sure there must be an explanation. Tad, would you care to explain yourself?
That is not funny, sir. You know he can speak.
He's just a boy.
If you cannot keep your boy under control, I'll be forced to attack the marshal.
and my teaching reputation has been tainted by that monster, and my brooch. My gold brooch my mother gave to me. Where is it?
Well, I'm sure I don't know.
Tad, where is my brooch?
Hey now, don't go accusing my son for everything. He's no thief.
And what do you call the cinnamon rolls he took?
That's just a little flour and water.
And he'll fall right into the hands of the devil if he's not careful.
Calm down. Tad, turn out your pockets and show these fine people that you're not a thief. Tad, don't you dare disobey me. Turn out your pockets now. Hey, this is my knife. I never said you could use this. And a snuff case. Now the other one. Tad, where did you get this watch?
That's my brooch, you little thief!
Tad! I am sorry, Miss Forster. And ladies, I owe my apology as well. I'll make sure this never happens again.
Well, if you don't, you can be sure the matter will go before the law.
Wilbur, what's going on? What's this about the law?
It's your son! What are we gonna do with this boy? How many times have I warned you, Tad, about your shenanigans? Your neck needs to get ringing.
Wilbur, he's a good boy. You are awfully harsh on him.
He's a crook. We raised a common thief. He stole Miss Forster's gold brooch, my knife, and Marge's rolls. And who knows what else he's been up to.
Tad, how could you do such a thing?
I've half a mind to send you away somewhere. Is that what you want?
Wilbur, you can't allow that to happen. Tad is still a boy.
That's the problem, June. You treat him like a boy, but he's not a boy anymore. He's a young man who's not acting his age. When will you ever learn? And don't you dare look at me like that, boy. I'll whip you.
Go inside. No supper for you.
He's gonna need more than a missed supper. Hey, where did my wallet go? Why, I'm going to! June, you need to stop patronizing him so. What that boy needs is character. He needs to hear something productive and become nothing more than the devil's child.
Wilbur, how could you say such a thing? He's our son. We can't just give up on him. I have faith in him, and you should too.
I have faith that he'll see through everything he did in his heart. That I'll be all gray in the head by the end of the year. We need to take drastic measures.
Wilbur.
June, this is my decision. If he wants to act like an irresponsible child, I'll treat him as one.
Wilbur.
Leave it to me. Tad's reign of terror is over.
Hear my cry, Lord. I am trusting in you.
Oh, all right, meet again. All right. It's been a long day. Oh, can I get a drink? Yeah, large battered fish and a pint with the front. It's a fine world to forget all your cares in a battered saloon where nobody stares. Oh, I got me a girl who's pretty and smart, but her brains are important if she has a heart. And her heart's not important if she knows how to cook. If her food is that good, I don't care how she looks. Oh, I've got me a cart that I push all day, and I look worse than fools who can spare me some change. And I pinch the wallets of all the fine folks, so I got me some money for drinks with me blokes. Oh, I got me a wish that this day would end, with a large battered fish and a pint with a friend. It's a fine world to forget all your cares in a battered saloon where nobody stares. Oh, I got me a son who doesn't say much, and a wife who worries about such and such. So I skate with my wallet and some small spending change to my tune at the bar where I'm never to blame. Oh, I got me a girl who's pretty and smart, but her brains are important if she has a heart. And her heart's not important if she knows how to cook. If her food is that good, I don't care how she looks.
I think I've had a bit too much to drink. Mighty fine if you treat me so.
If a fella can't treat a fellow to a fine fellowship of a fine drink, then what's a fine fella for?
You fell down.
Oh, my gold crown's down my cheek. Oh, speaking of gold, two clowns are talking. One clown has two medals around his neck, a gold and a silver. The second clown asks the first clown how he got the silver medal. The first clown says, by singing. The second clown asks the first clown how he got the gold medal, and the first clown says, by stopping. That's a good one.
You was a funny man, Obadiah. That's my house right over there.
Let me see that boy you were talking about.
Wait here. Tag! Boy! Get out here! Here he comes.
He's kind of skinny.
Ah, but he's as strong as an ox.
Well, hello there, young'un. Your father says you're in need of a job. Build you some character. I might have just the thing. Not very, talkative, eh?
Well, Obadiah, there is one thing I didn't tell you. He's mute. Not deaf or anything, just mute. Never said a word in his life. Sure can talk back to you if you know what I mean.
Ah, yes. Mute. Why don't they make them wives their mute? All the squawking they do. Is he smart?
Oh, yes. Too smart for his own good. And he has an agile body.
Yeah. I need someone to help me with my sales. What do you say, boy? Want to travel the great cities of the Midwest? Wind whipping through your hair while riding the train? Fighting off Injuns and outlaws? You stick with me and I'll teach you everything I know. You'll know of a world that you never knew existed.
Doesn't that sound exciting, Tad? Well, it's settled. You're leaving today. I already have your things packed. It's about time you get out of your childish habits and start becoming a man. I'll have none of that. You need to start earning a living. Your mother's always worrying about your idle hands.
Idle hands. If there's anything I can't stand, it's idle hands. The hands are made for, stuff. Don't you worry, Mr. Phineas. I'll make a man out of him.
And our little agreement.
Ah, yes. I'll have your money sent to you every second Tuesday of every month. Don't you worry. You can trust all Obadiah Clementine. Come along, boy. We got a long road ahead of us.
Now, go on, Tad, before your mother comes and makes a big fuss out of everything. Go on! And don't come back until you're a man.
Wilbur, what's going on? Where's Tad?
June, He has a job with a traveling salesman.
Wilbur, no! Who is this man?
He's a good old bloke I met back at the saloon. He's gonna do Tad a world of good.
Wilbur, how could you have done this? Tad! Tad!
So you're with Dumbo.
Oh, that's a crude way to put it. But yes, I'm with Tad. I'm Olivia. Are you with, what's his name again?
Oh, don't make me say it. Obadiah. I'm Xander, currently the angel of evil traveling salesman.
That's cute. So, what about this Obadiah character? Is he gonna do Tad some good? Because Tad certainly can be a handful.
It will pretty much be downright wretched.
Oh, come on. I've had my share of hard cases in the past. It can't be that bad.
Really? What line of work have you been in for the past few centuries?
European kings, Egyptian princesses, and 19th century romantic poets. Keats.
Just what I need. A little bundle of sunshine to interrupt my perfectly miserable existence. I want it now. Oh, the jealous animal? You want me to see what I've been missing on the other side? I can see you've been getting on someone's good side. I see what you guys think of me. I was the angel of Ivan the Terrible, Genghis Khan, and road smelly bartenders in Southern Ireland. Right up until the potato famine. You obviously have no idea what it's like to look after a hopeless case, do you?
Well, I did once have this sorry little fellow named, oh, what was his name? George Washington. He was dreadful, constantly playing with his false teeth. And when he was a child, what a handful. Why, there was this cherry tree once, and he...
My, sounds brutal. You have no idea what true hardship is. Well, this is my sixth, no, seventh case, it's just a waste of time.
Oh, come on, you know no one's hopeless.
Obadiah! Obadiah! Hopeless Clementine!
You are really tense. You know what I do when I get uptight? I sing. You should take up singing! There's a song for every mood. A song to be happy and a song to be sad.
A song to feel crappy, a song to feel mad.
Oh, come on, Xander. You never know what's just around the bend.
Hopefully, not another song.
Obadiah can't be that bad. He did agree to take Tad under his wing. Maybe it'll do him some good.
Listen carefully to what I'm about to tell you. Oh, Clementine is the lowest of the lowest of the lowest. It makes blood look clean. So if you're getting any ideas that this is going to turn out good, you should realize now that you are wrong. What about Dummy?
Oh, you shouldn't call him that. Granted, he is a little strange for me. I'm sure my next assignment will... Oh, no, not that I'm advocating... maybe I shouldn't thinking about it.
Oh, you were thinking about the D word, weren't you?
Sandor, how could you even say that?
You were. I didn't figure you for the type to use that kind of language.
I was not. And like you never.
Me? The D word? Listen here, Livy. I've lived through the depths of depravity. And it seems that sometimes it might just be preferable for these people to die.
Say that. You know it's our lot to endure and never give up.
Save your preaching, sister. Oh, great. The delightful pair is coming back.
No, he didn't say anything. And no, I wasn't thinking anything.
So, boy. Let's get a few things straight. I have the brains, the wits, the smooth-talking smarts, and the devilish looks that the ladies can't resist. You're the dumb one. In more than one ways, I warned you I was witty. Let me lay down the rules of the game. I'm the master of salesmen, and you're the little grunt who carries my stuff around and keeps his mouth shut. Shouldn't be hard for you, huh? Yeah, this might work out just fine. The last little grunt who followed me around was a whining little twin. Silence is golden, isn't it, boy? What did I tell you about being careful with this stuff? This merchandise is my livelihood and your future. All right, Tad, we're ready to begin your first lesson. The art of pickpocketing. Oh, don't you just love the jingle of it? Money, what a wonderful sound. The juxtaposition of putting yourself in a rich person's position. They hear the clank and the jingle of the silver. I get excited, then we take a little sliver. The jingle, the jangle, the juxtaposition. We'll steal our way up and get rich by attrition. They hear the clank and the jingle of my heart. I get excited, then we take a little sliver. The jingle, the jangle, just one more rendition, and we will be ready for our next expedition. The cops hear the clank and the jingle in my cart. They shake in their boots because they can't catch the sweet talking, smooth walking, handshaking, earthquaking jingle. Master, woman, blaster, fortune hunter, Obadiah, Clementine. Do, 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 do. Where is my wallet? Maybe you are ready. Come along, boy. Let's go.
I'm so bored.
What's wrong with you, Xander? You just always have to look at the negative, don't you?
It's not my fault. Blame him. Nothing good's gonna come out of these humans. Why on earth do I have to be stuck with a conniving, good-for-nothing, traveling salesman?
It is strange how you've been assigned to cases totally opposite from mine.
Go ahead. Gloat some more. I'm starting to think that maybe I'm the problem.
Oh, come on. Just look at the scenery down below. The tall trees, the beautiful flowers, the lush green grass.
Well, would you look at that?
The twittering birds, huh?
Looks like the old gaffer is up to no good again.
Well, here we are, boy. Looks like a pretty decent house. We might just get another windfall. What do you think? What in tarnation does that mean? Put your thumb down before someone hangs an umbrella off it. All right. Domestic woman in her garden. Put on your most innocent look, and don't you dare botch this up.
Good afternoon, sir. May I help
Good day, ma'am. Might I have a word with you?
you? Of course, Mr.
Clementine. Obadiah Clementine. I was just over yonder talking to a Mr.
Mr. Miller?
Why, yes, Mr. Miller.
Mr. Miller lives about a fourth mile down Possum's Creek. You must have passed right by.
I did indeed. In fact, I sold him a pair of tools, and he said that you might be in need of some... What was it he said? Oh, I plumb forgot. Oh.
Maybe he mentioned my knives. My boy Jack takes them down there for sharpening sometimes. He grinds them to the bone. Always complaining I need to get new ones, the dull things.
Knives, that is indeed the item he mentioned to us. In fact, he saw the knives that I'm selling. The finest cutlery in all Chicago, and thought that you might like to have a look. Tad, would you be so kind to show Mrs.
Mrs. Todd.
Yes, Tad. Show Mrs. Todd our finest cutlery. Now this is what I like to call the multi-purpose knife. It's a bread knife, meat knife, butter knife, all in one. Would you like to see a demonstration? Do you have anything for me to cut? Splendid. Mrs. Todd, look at this sturdy construction up here. You wouldn't happen to be the same Todds related to our esteemed President Lincoln now, would you?
Well, I do know my great-great-grandfather had some sort of relationship with him. Well, it does look nice, but I haven't even seen it cut. Well, for let's see. That's wonderful. What a quick, clean cut. I am much enamored with this knife. How much might you be selling it for?
Well, they are priced at $5 plus 1 year warranty. I've gone through these parts quite a bit. If you ever need anything, just let all of it die. Take care. Now, this same knife in the fine city of Chicago was for practically $9.75. Why, just the other day, our dear President Roosevelt ordered a full set for White House kitchen staff. The Royal Crown Heads of Europe are enjoying their state dinners, eating mashed potatoes and roast beef. Come by this very knife.
That's so. Well, I don't have much money. Since my husband died, it's been hard, you know. I'm sorry, I just don't think I can afford a fancy set of knives.
Oh, the agony. Now, how much might you have? This is quite a good deal here, you know, plus 1 year warranty.
I'm sure I don't have more than $1.50.
$1.50? Funny you should say that. I was just telling my boy Tad here that I'd be happy to sell my last knife at a loss of profit so I could go home and be with my darling wife. She misses us so when we're on the road.
Oh, is this your son?
Yes, I have a faithful son, Tad. Don't know what I could ever do without him.
What a fine young lad he is. Tad, dear, must be nice to be out on the road with your father.
Oh, Mrs. Todd, you see, the sad thing is Tad here, he has no tongue. No tongue at all. He's quieter than a tree at the forest of midnight.
Oh, my.
He can never express himself for me, or more importantly, my darling wife. Rest her soul.
Oh, is she dead?
No, not dead. Just resting her soul at home. With the fever.
No, not the fever.
Yes, the fever. So we've been traipsing all day trying to find enough money to pay for her medicine.
Oh, now, Mr. Clementine. I know what it's like to lose someone you love, a new child in a life full of fever. That's more agonizing than what I've been going through.
Oh, you have no idea. The agony.
Well, Mr. Clementine, I would very much like to purchase this knife. I think I can pay $2.
You are too kind. Now we almost have enough money to buy Tad the throat medicine that he needs.
Wait, I do think I have an extra $1. I was saving it for my boy Jack. It's his birthday next week, but here, Mr. Clementine, you take this as well and buy your wife and son the medicine they need.
Oh, you are too generous, Mrs. Todd. It's days like this that I know what true Christian love are about. I promise to give 1/10 to my preacher, or maybe even a little more. 1/20 to my preacher as soon as I can. Oh, thank you, Mrs. Todd. Thank you. Come on, Ted. Let's go see your mother.
What a fine young gentleman and a sweet little boy.
Oh my goodness!
Mrs. Todd actually paid $3 for that piece of junk.
I don't get this. Gullible females.
I'm going over the hitching post saloon. I'll meet you around here in about an hour.
All right. I'll be at the Mercantile. And please, try to find some use about Tad.
Yes, well, those men are always talking about the latest gossip.
Excuse me, do you know where Marshall McKinley's office is?
Yeah, you're speaking of Marshall McKinley.
You're Marshall McKinley?
What, you ain't never seen a Marshall spitting tobacco before?
Oh, well,
I become plumb tuckered upset when people don't respect me. You think I'm too young.
Well, no.
Well, what is it then? I'm too short? You think I can't draw my weapon fast enough?
I mean, no disrespect, but isn't Marshall McKinley a man?
Damn Temperance! If I promised your mother I'd take care of you, I'd set you behind any porcupine poacher. I'm sorry, ma'am. My niece tends to have a wild imagination.
Just you wait. I'm gonna be the meanest, toughest, roughest Marshall.
Why don't you worry about conquering booty first? Stay out of my chew. Also, remember what we talked about? Stop pointing your gun at people. Sorry, ma'am. What may I do for you?
Oh, maybe I shouldn't be here. If my husband sees me, he's over at Teaching Post. I'm sorry to trouble you.
Mrs.
Phineas.
Phineas. Now, I don't suppose you are Mrs. Phineas from Jackson Corners, are you?
How do you know who I am?
You can't get nothing by my Uncle Alvin.
I don't suppose you've heard from your son. Thaddeus, I believe. Thaddeus, have you?
You know my son? You've heard from my son?
No, but I do know of Mr. Obadiah Clementine. Does that name ring a bell?
Yes, Marshall. Can you help me? Can you?
Now, ma'am, don't get your girdle in an uproar. This is a delicate investigation.
Temperance, quiet! Now, Mrs. Phineas, I've heard reports that your son has been working with Miss Clementine.
Well, yes. My husband was so tired of cat shenanigans that he sent him off with Mr. Clementine to sell things. He was supposed to send us money every month, and he was supposed to come home at least once a month. But now we've seen neither hide nor hair of him. I'm so worried about him. Can you help me find him?
Yes, ma'am. I'll certainly try.
Will certainly try.
Now, Mrs. Phineas, there's still something I'm a bit confused about. How do you know this Clementine?
We didn't know him until that week when he came to Jackson Corners. My husband met him at the saloon, and he made a deal with him.
You deal with the devil.
What?
Mrs. Phineas, now there ain't no easy way to put this, but Obadiah Clementine is a criminal. Lowest of sorts. Is the worst swindle I've ever seen. I'm afraid your boy could be in a tad of trouble.
Oh no, my poor dad. What have we done?
Mrs. Phineas, I want you to go home and don't worry. I'll investigate and get back in touch with you. You best get before your husband starts looking for you.
Thank you, Marshall. Good day.
Good day, ma'am.
So, Uncle, what's your plan? Let's see if it measures up to mine.
Catching Clementine won't be easy. He's a slippery eel.
Don't worry, we'll get our man. So when do we leave?
Who says you're going anywhere? You need to be in school doing a little education or something. Girl your age should be in dresses learning how to curtsy instead of spitting tobacco.
Well, if tobacco's good enough for them dumb boys, it's good enough for me. And besides, the only time you'll see me in a dress is when I'm lying dead in a pine box. And then I can't learn important things like walking and talking and shooting like a marshal in school.
I sure hope I don't pick that. Put your gun down before we have other marshals at you for shooting the marshal. Now get your things. We need to go on Clementine Street.
Step right up, ladies and gentlemen. You come with your problems, dilemmas, and struggles in your lives. Well, your friend Obadiah is here to meet your needs with his overflowing supply of concoctions from all around the world. Now, you look like the type of woman who could really use some special cosmetics.
Well, I never.
Well, maybe you should. You ever think about that? Now, you look like the type of girl who could really impress some young man if only you wore better perfume.
I'm already wearing Saint Devote de Paris.
Saint Devout de Paris, you say? What you should say is Saint Devout de Rabiche. Do you have any idea what that stuff is made of?
It says on the bottle, derived from Netherlands flowers.
Netherland flowers. Do you know what they put in Netherland flowers? C-R-A-P, and I'm sorry to spell it out for you, but it's the truth. Now, what I can offer you is wait, there it is again. The faint scent of my latest perfume. One sniff can nearly tranquilize a potential suitor.
What do you mean?
Oh, shan't I bore you with the details of the glorious Babylonian princess?
Babylonian princess.
Yes, indeed. You can trust me and my poor mute boy Tad here. I've been traveling the world since I was born. India, Africa, France, Atlantis, Hackensack. I've been to all those places and even more, and in all my experience of smell, I have never sniffed a scent quite as portentous as the glorious Babylonian princess's perfume.
Glorious Babylonian princess's perfume. What does it smell like?
Now, listen here, lovely young lady. It's not how the perfume smells, but what it does that matters. It's how it grips a man's soul like a silent night cascading over pyramids with dark Cleopatra eyes bearing in his inner being.
What do you mean by that?
Grown men will be unmasked in your presence. One sniff will send them running to your parents begging for permission to court you. They'll be stripped bare like an innocent child at birth. Would you like to try a sample? Just a minute, beautiful. All right, boy. This is where you come in. Don't botch it up.
My mother has so been pushing me to find a proper suitor.
Here, try this.
It doesn't smell that fantastic. Actually, it reminds me of a prince.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's just the scent I smell makes me want to be with you forever. But I'm a married man. He can't help himself.
Excuse me, miss, but I just smelled something that reminded me of my mother. What a wonderful smell it was.
All right, so let's not bother the Babylonian princess anymore. Well, what do you say about that? If I didn't know better, I'd say that lad was rather keen on you.
Flattered. How much does the perfume cost?
Well, let me see. The Prince of Baghdad did make me pay 3,000 gold coins for it, but seeing your angelic beauty, very angelic beauty.
Angelic beauty? He would know angelic beauty if the entire heavenly chorus fell on top of him.
Is that some rumbling in the clouds I hear? I suppose I'll have to sell it for $10.
I don't know. It's awfully expensive.
The perfume also comes in an Asian luxury box, and if you buy now, I'll throw in this free bottle of Japanese body wash. One wash will keep your hair clean for months. It will do miracles for you, and it will keep the mosquitoes away.
Maybe it'll make my mom.
That's all we want in life, isn't it? To make our mothers happy, right, Tad?
You know, I think I will.
You have a very good head on your shoulders. Very good head on your shoulders. You go easy on this stuff now. Don't want to fight off old bachelors like me who can't help themselves. Ah, what a fool. I almost feel sorry for her. You're right. Shouldn't feel sorry for a fool. But who can help her for falling for this golden tongue of mine? Come on, boy.
shoot every chipmunk at the state, put your gun back in its holster, and leave it there. Wait, what happened to you?
You smell worse than a stack of rotten gophers on a sunny day.
Now, young girl, I'm Marshall McKinley. And what's all the ruckus about?
Out with it, girl. What's going on?
Well, I was on my way to the market to buy some food when I met this traveling salesman.
Obadiah?
Was he with a mute boy?
How'd you know that?
It's our business to know. Oh, I can smell them, Temperance. Just like I said.
He was trying to sell me.
Perfume. Let me guess, you was rude, obnoxious, and yet somehow we talked a clever, mangled mess that pulled you in and made you agree to buy a bottle of...
Babylonian princess.
Yes, that's exactly what happened.
How was that?
Why, it was not even 5 minutes ago. This bottle of this cost me $10.
Sorry, but you've been tricked. Temperance, spit that out.
Spit what out?
That's that Snickers in your mouth that better be up in 5 seconds. How come you're crying when you got here?
Obadiah said this perfume would make every boy in the market go head over heels for me. So naturally, when I got to the market, I sprayed myself a couple of times. No more than 6 seconds had passed when someone was complaining of a nosebleed. And a few minutes later, 8 young men had to put cotton up their nostrils. This perfume is toxic.
Oh, Obadiah, you sick little... Made your perfume even more toxic than before.
Let me see that bottle. Oh, yeah, that's cougar pee, all right.
With a hint of scorpion venom. Now, which way did it go?
Cougar, I have to take a bath.
Ah, here, just use a little bit of this here tobacco. It always gets rid of my smell.
Temperance!
What did I do?
Oh, for goodness sake.
Ah, Uncle, if you know what's good for you, you'll let me head up this fracking party.
If you were around, there's really anything good for me.
Is that a yes?
Well, you won't shut up otherwise, will you?
Watch and learn. Aha, you see this here stink bug? It's heading west.
West is that way?
It's heading west. As we all know, stink attracts stink. So this can only mean one thing.
What?
Clementine is no longer here.
Temperance?
No need to thank me, Uncle. Just give me a wad of that chew, I'm almost out.
Lord have mercy.
Just a little bit.
I'm going over yonder to take a nap under the tree. You watch the stuff.
Oh, look. I'm not saying that there isn't any good left in this world. It's just that... No, I'm wrong. That's exactly what I'm saying.
You know what your problem is? You're just too cynical. I'll admit, being around Tavis got me a little off my game. But you, Xander, you never have anything positive to say.
Can you blame me with the kind of rubbish I've been following around? I swear someone up there has it out for me. No, I didn't swear. I didn't.
Come on. So you've been following around some deadweight humans for the past 1,500 years. That's no reason to give up. Things are bad, but look, spring is just around the corner. There's that faint hint of warmth in the breeze, and...
Oh, no, you're not going to try and sing a song, are you? Lord, make her mute me deaf.
On the first day of March...
It's rainy and snowy. I hate it.
The hero I still...
Because it's too cold and miserable.
Santa, you're just impossible!
Now you are catching on. We are in an impossible situation. What good can we do?
We can do lots of good things.
Really? So poor Mrs. Todd fills her money away on some faulty eyes. What about that girl who gives everyone nosebleeds? We see it all. It's right there in front of us. But what do we do? Nothing. We are witnesses to the pathetic rhythm of human life. cycle of bad, triumphing over good. Again and again. We see it every day. Yet, we do nothing. What's the use?
Well, Xander, I think you're wrong. I think that when the timing is right and we are ready and prepared, we can make a difference. I'm not going to fall into your cynical trap. I still think there's good in this world.
Are you still going to try and sneak a song in here?
Hey, this is my big number. On the first day of March, the hero lies still, and the leaves are impacted with the robin's clear bill, and the snow half melted is the warm thread to come. In this dim barren world, I know that good is not done. On the first day of April, as the winds lock us down, and the winds are gonna carry just a flush to the ground, and we try those curses out as voices untied. In this one-night world, I know that good is not done. But the light gives way to the soft cold ground, and the air is full blossom as the birds back around. While passing fresh beaches, they are close to the sky, while fields of green splendor from their light far and wide. Like whispers in a voice, I've been thinking of the one who anchors the stars and is warm to the sun. And the march has no answer for the goodness that comes. Then the wise leave my walking, but life is not done. On this first day of March, while the trees do still grow, I stand and they're laughing, peasants for fools, and they cling to their money like a prodigal son. Even then I still know that good is not done. Even now I still know that good is not done.
Oh, Siggins! Hey, can you hear you? Oh. Can you see me? Can you smell me?
Stop that! Did you not get the memo on cleanliness being next to godliness? Tad, he can't hear us. Don't be silly.
But he heard you sing.
But that's impossible.
Who's the one who is always reminding me about moving mountains with mustard?
No, faith the size of a mustard seed can move mountains, but that's besides the point. There's no way you could have heard me.
I'll give it a try.
I don't.
Oh, run up 3 minutes, help it. Who do you think they would be? The butcher, the baker, the candlestick maker. Names all 3!
Stop that! He can't hear you, and you can't sing.
Fighting! Insult! I must be rubbing off on you. You try it again. Just sing something. Just sing out his name.
No.
Come on, who's being cynical now?
All right, don't want you to be quiet. Tad, can you hear me? Tad, can you hear me? I'm close to you, though you can't see. Tad, can you hear me? You can. You can. If you can hear me, nod your head.
You have to sing.
Tad, can you hear me? If you can hear me, I want want you to nod your head. If you can hear me, I want you to nod your head. If you can hear me, I want you to nod your head.
Oh my homo sapien.
Sing that.
Sing something else.
Oh, this is a man from Nantucket.
Sorry. I learned that one from Obadiah. You sure this has never happened before?
No, I sing all the time, but this has never happened. It must be an answer to someone's prayer.
Oh, please. How could your singing be an answer to prayer?
I'm gonna need some help with this. Angels? Oh, the guy's a fool, a trick to a scam. He's moved by the optics, intended like that. Send you to go on skis to be sending your life along a separately. If the road to hell is paved with good intentions, what does it mean for those who are in degradation? You're on the super, 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 super. You're on the super duper scene as you're headed for the gates of fire. Super duper scene as you're moving scouts and overdrive. Super duper scene as you're dreaming full of little life. Super duper scene as you're headed for the gates of fire. Super duper scene as you're moving scouts and overdrive. By no habit, no voice means you can't complain. And hiding the trait to boarding out a train. You can't ever lie or even talk back. It should be easy for you to stay on the right track. You ask me, you have an ideal life.
You can even get married and talk with your wife.
You're on the super, 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 super. You're the mother who loves you, but you treated her unfair. And you swindle poor widows out of their share. You laughed at the world as if you don't care, but you're staring at a sentence you want to get back. You sold your soul to the devil, and his name is Obadiah. Super, 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 super. You're on a super duper scene, and you're headed for the gates of fire. Super duper scene, and you're moving steps in Obadiah. You understand me.
What are you trying to do here?
Wait right there. My job. I'm gonna turn this boy around.
Good luck with that. You'd have an easier time turning around a steam locomotive, coasting down Pikes Peak.
You're on the super duper steam and head for the gates.
Scandalous!
So you don't think he can be changed? I'll be back in a minute. Wait right there.
No, I don't. And I'm willing to bet you.
Xander, you're not a gambler, are you?
14th century Chinese emperor. He got hooked. Oh, he could spot a mahjong winner a mile away, and he taught me a few tricks. Well, this one's a no-brainer. You don't have a chance.
Maybe faith is needed, a little more than luck. So what are you willing to bet?
We each have a week of vacation time. Coming up, winner gets 2 weeks. Loser gets to hang out with Obadiah and Tad, the other losers.
We really shouldn't be doing this, but you're on. What's that, sir? You really think that might work?
Wait a minute. That's not fair. You can't phone a friend. That's cheating. You gotta play by the rules, yeah.
There are no rules here. I make the rules.
Funny. That's what the 14th century Chinese emperor said.
Plus, I think he has a good idea.
Oh, never mind. Get all the help you want. It's bound to fail. No! Not that it wasn't a
good feeling about him.
Yeah. He's been a real charmer so far.
I have a proposition for a child to listen. Listen well, listen carefully, for it's not just in your life. I have a proposition for a child to listen. Listen well, listen carefully, for it's not just in your life. I'll give you the voice of song if you use it to right the wrongs. Build your character big and strong. Use it fast, for it won't last long. Do you agree to this proposition? Do you agree to this proposition? Now I must hear what is your position. Said I have a proposition for a child to listen. Listen well, listen carefully, for it might just change your life. I have a proposition for a child to listen. Listen well, listen carefully, for it might just change your life. I'll give you the voice of song if you use it to right the wrongs. Build your character big and strong. Use it fast, for it won't last long. Will you agree to this proposition? Will you agree to this proposition? Now I must hear what is your position. Sadly, have a proposition for which we want you to listen. Listen well, listen carefully, for it might just change your life. We have a proposition for which we want you to listen. Listen well, listen carefully, for it might just change your life. To give you the voice of song if you use it to right the wrongs. Build your character big and strong. Use it fast, for it won't last long. Now is the time to you.
I'm hearing my own voice. I don't like what I hear. I'm seeing my own self. I don't like what I see. Oh, silence was golden, but now I must decide. What will I do with this gift? What will I do with this song? What will I do with this life?
We are given a second chance to be
Waste it,
embrace it,
embrace it, ignore it, endure it.
I hated my father for sending me away. I hated my mother for loving me anyway. I hated myself for not being able to speak. And I hated Obadiah, such a stupid, nasty grief.
We are given a second chance to be
Waste it,
embrace it,
ignore it, endure it.
I wanted to die on the road of master of destruction. As I laughed at the fools who invited their own seduction, I mocked their pain like I had no soul. And I hated Obadiah being under his control.
We are given a second chance to be
Waste it,
embrace it, ignore it,
endure it.
Hated my father for sending me away. I hated my mother for loving me anyway. I hated myself for not being able to speak. And I hated Obadiah, such a stupid, nasty creep. make amends. Oh, I will make amends. I will make amends. Oh, I will make amends. I hate my father for sending me away. I hate my mother for loving me anyway. I hate myself for not being able to speak. And I hate those silence and the crooked nasty dreams. You've given me this gift of song.
But use it now, for it won't last long.
I use it, I promise to right the wrongs.
But use it now, for it won't last long.
I'm hearing my own voice. I don't like what I hear. I'm seeing my own self. I don't like what I see. Oh, silence was golden, but now I must decide. What will I do with this gift? What will I do with this song? What will